11. Wheel of Flow, also known as Wheel of Fortune. Upright. There is a great flow at work, and so all there is to do is go with the flow. Allow good fortune to come your way and don't hang on to any specific circumstance or experience. Change is a perpetual constant in life, and there will be ups and downs. The point is that they are always flowing, and so by not resisting against the current of life that moves through and around you, you truly embody what it means to be centered in the wheel of flow. Wheel of Flow embodies the spirit of karma cycles, destiny, and destination. Here we see a great celestial wheel with two patch characters emerging from behind it, one creating, the other embracing. Around the wheel sits three beings, representing the creator, the destructor, and the individual who encircles the wheel perpetually. Upright. Fortune. Reverse. Misfortune. Tree of Life. Kapha. Astral signature. Jupiter. Key words. Going with the flow. Infinite motion. Fortune. Destiny. Ups and downs. Letting go. Optimism. Change. Expanded description. Wheel of Flow is all about the ups and downs of life, letting go and riding the wave of cosmic energy, experiencing yin and yang and going with the flow. Therefore, the major themes here are change, cycles, and the cyclical ebb and flow that permeates all facets of reality, both your own daily cycles and the cycles happening around you. Change is the only constant, and so it's time to embrace it. No one can escape the ups and downs of life, and while at times it may seem scary, being able to stay in harmony with change is an incredible state of being, and all we need to do to stay in that awareness is to connect with our breath. The Wheel of Flow is astrologically connected to Jupiter, the planet of luck. So, its upright meaning generally speaks to luck and fortune. In this card, you can see the Wheel of Flow spinning around the earth, encompassing it in its entirety. At the top, a patch is represented expressing and sounding out his melodic tunes. On the bottom, another patch is seen hanging upside down in a state of pure allowance and surrender to the experience, listening and reflecting. These two characters represent creation and absorption, the yin and yang, the inner motion and the outer motion, which are both vital to the human experience and encompass all that we experience. Sometimes we must surrender to what is and take a position of reflection to better understand what's happening all around us. Other times, we are in a state of creative motion, moving forward and making things happen, expressing our truth, and sharing our love. Whatever is moving through you is the flow at work. In addition to these three characters, there are also three distinct beings which encircle the wheel. At the top, the Sphinx, representing the power of the Creator. It holds a sword demonstrating the power of thought as the birthplace of experiences. There is also a serpent-like creature who descends along the side, who represents the antithesis of the Creator, moving in the opposite direction of life and even holding the ankh in a reversed position. Finally, there is the Cynocephalus ape, who has appeared in a similar position alongside the wizard. This represents the individual who exists between both worlds, climbing towards higher levels and ultimately rides the wave up and down, the waves produced by the other two beings. Around the planet enwraps a white band of light, which essentially reads, surrounded by a circle of tremendous light, and implying band of light in Sanskrit. For we all exist in a massive field of light, which is infinite in nature, and are so much more connected than we realize. On the four corners of the card are the astrological symbols and constellations of the four fixed astrological signs. The four fixed signs appear because of their steady, powerful, purposeful, and goal-oriented motion, which spiral in your favor upon drawing this card. The letters on the wheel, T-A-R-O, is a reference to the original Rider-Waite cards, whom in A.E. Waite's own words, the letters on the wheel should be observed as Rota, Tarot, Orat, Torah, Ator, which Waite said translated to the wheel of tarot speaks the law of love. The wheel of tarot speaks the law of love. This card reminds you to not resist the flow of life, but to exist in a state of allowing it to flow through you. It can also represent a pivotal turning point in your life where new opportunities and experiences are coming, all the while remembering that you too are a creator of your own cycles and your own flows too. In this, you are reminded that karma is very present always, and what goes around comes around. Ultimately, there is nothing to worry about when you fully live your life through your heart. Reversed. The Wheel of Flow normally describes a more positive or luck and fortune flow due to its correspondence with Jupiter. Thus, the Wheel of Flow often describes upswings and good feelings. The reversal of this card implies a changing for the worse, a case of bad luck or misfortune, which comes with attachments to the status quo and having things be a specific way. It's as if your attitude is clinging towards having things be a certain way, but in the natural flows of the changes we experience in life, we are bound to experience disruption to these attachments sooner or later. Sometimes this comes in the forms of a strong external force coming and affecting your life, and swinging things out of control and bringing something new for you. Other times, it may indicate more of something that you yourself caused and may have even more opportunity to fix as a result. To turn this reversed card upright, we must connect with our breath first and foremost. By putting your breath into a natural rhythm, you get yourself in tune with your own body and your energy fields around you, and even calm yourself down. Then from this new state, mindful of your breath, you can begin to embody the feelings of awareness towards these other cycles that are causing you grief. Then you identify what the problem is, where it comes from, and most specifically, what it is triggering within you. If you find yourself attached to something, then by breathing and letting go, you can release your suffering in relationship to it because you no longer need it. If there is a new challenge you have to deal with, by breathing deep and staying calm, it can become significantly less difficult for you as you work through the experience. By correcting your smallest flows, the larger ones will naturally align, and you will find yourself in the center of the wheel once again.